India for the welcome address. Sir.
Our Honorable Minister, Union Minister, Shri Sarbananda Sonowal ji, our Honorable Minister of State, Shri Shantanu Thakur ji, our Honorable Ministers from various foreign countries, Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, industry leaders, and esteemed guests. It's my honor to welcome you to the Ministerial Plenary of India Maritime Week 2025, one of the largest global maritime congregation ever hosted in India, and one of the biggest worldwide. This year's theme is Uniting Oceans, One Maritime Vision. This theme reflects our collective resolve to build a maritime future defined by sustainability, resilience, economic opportunity, and shared global leadership. This time, this is the fourth edition of the event, and it is historic in its scale and ambition. It brings together more than 100,000 delegates from more than 85 countries. It includes 11 international honorable ministers, 5 Indian honorable chief ministers, 5 cabinet ministers, more than 50 ambassadors, and CEOs of the world's leading maritime companies. And of course, the event was inaugurated by our Honorable Union Home Minister and our Honorable Prime Minister, under whose leadership and vision this entire sector is developing, will also be gracing the occasion. We have more than 400 exhibitors who are showcasing their cutting-edge technologies across shipbuilding, green fuels, port modernization, and maritime logistics. More than 600 memorandum of understandings, which actually translate into $120 billion of investment, are being signed. This demonstrates unprecedented investor confidence in India's blue economy. In terms of sessions, the event features 150 high-level conferences and 9 flagship global summits, which will help in shaping international policy, maritime direction on ports, shipping, shipbuilding, logistics, coastal economy, decarbonization, and maritime innovation. It also marks the launch of transformational national initiatives in India, the recently announced major fleet acquisition programs, shipbuilding reforms worth more than $10 billion, and green maritime transitions that will define the next era of ocean governance. Friends, under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, India has also enacted 5 landmark maritime legislations this year. We have modernized port infrastructure, we have doubled our cargo capacity, we have positioned 3 ports as global green hydrogen hubs, and launched the world's largest shipbuilding support package. So thus, India Maritime Week 2025, it is not merely an event, it's actually a turning point. It is an inflection point where policy meets investment and partnership translates into long-term action. As we convene this ministerial plenary, India stands as a ready and willing partner to all the nations represented here to co-create green corridors, co-finance maritime infrastructure, and build interoperable digital systems, and ensure that the oceans, which is our shared heritage, become the foundation for global peace, prosperity, and sustainability. I look forward to the visionary interventions of the distinguished ministers who are present here. Together, let's chart a new maritime order, one that is collaborative, future-ready, and anchored in the spirit of one earth, one ocean, one future. Thank you so much. Now I invite the Honorable Ministers to deliver their remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the initial remarks and also for setting the tone and context of this session. I now request Shri Shantanu Thakur, Honorable Minister of State for Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Government of India, for the ministerial opening remarks. Shri Shantanu Thakur.
Namaskar. On the dais, Honorable Union Minister for Port, Shipping and Waterways, Sri Sarbananda Sonowal ji, His Excellency Anthony Smith, Jar, Minister of Agriculture, Land Fisheries and Blue Economy, Antigua and Barbados, Her Excellency Magdalene de Gauche, Minister of Commerce and Industry, Liberia, His Excellency Dr. Arvind Boliel Ghosh, Ministry of Agro-Industry, Food Secretary, Blue Economy and Fisheries, Mauritius, His Excellency Robert Timmermans, Minister of Infrastructure and Waterways Management, Netherlands, Her Excellency Mariani Sebastian Nasi, Ministry of Fisheries and Ocean Policy, Norway, Her Excellency Anura Thilaka, Minister of Ports and Civil Aviation, Sri Lanka, Her Excellency Anug Khatun, Deputy Minister of Transport and Communication, Myanmar, His Excellency Dr. Rumai Al-Rumai, Vice Minister of Transport and Logistics Service, Saudi Arabia, Lee Hyun, Policy Advisor to Ministry of Ocean and Fisheries, South Korea, distinguished guests, industry leaders, friends from across the world. I am giving heart welcome to all of you. Good morning and welcome to India's Maritime Week 2025. It is a privilege to address this distinguished gathering that shaped the future of maritime trade, technology, and sustainability. Your presence reflects the growing global confidence in India's maritime capabilities and our shared commitment in innovation, green growth, and prosperity. Under the visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, India's maritime sector is advancing at an unprecedented pace. Our port capacity has doubled, cargo growth has also grown 50%, and we are incorporating various automation and digital tools such as AI, ML to improve operational efficiency. The number of Indian seafarers has more than doubled to 3 lakhs plus, with increasing participation from women. India's shipbuilding industry has improved its global ranking from 23rd to 16th, with aspiration to reach the top 10 by 2030 and the top 5 by 2047. To further accelerate sectoral development, the government has announced in Indian rupees 69,725 crores support package for shipping and shipbuilding. This includes 25,000 crores from Maritime Development Funds, 24,736 crores under the Shipbuilding Financial Assistance Scheme, and 19,989 crores under the Shipbuilding Development Scheme to create an enabling ecosystem through shared infrastructure, R&D support, and workforce training to make this shipyard global competitive. This means will strengthen domestic industry capabilities and generate large-scale employment, ensure inclusive growth with coastal communities. This growth is supported by transformative maritime governance reform. Under Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, 11 maritime-related acts have been passed in these last 11 years, with 5 just these years, such as Coastal Shipping Act, Merchant Shipping Act, and the Indian Port Act. Maritime progress thrives and the collaboration. India stands committed to building resilient supply chain, sustainable infrastructure, and a digitally empowered maritime ecosystem in partnership with global community. With a stable policy environment and one of the world's most skilled maritime workforce, India offers to trusted and forward-looking platform for global investors and strategic partners. I extend my warmest welcome to all delegates and partners. May this week foster meaningful cooperation and shared success. With that words, I am concluding my speech. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us. Time now, ladies and gentlemen, for the ministerial remarks by international maritime leaders, beginning with Her Excellency Magdalene Dagoshe, Minister of Commerce and Industry, Liberia. Your Excellency.
Honorable Sonowal, distinguished ministers, His Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. I extend sincere greetings on behalf of the government and the People Republic of Liberia. It is an honor to participate in this coordinated ministerial plenary held under the theme Uniting Oceans, One Maritime Vision. I thank the host, Honorable Minister Sonia, for bringing us together to reflect on the collective responsibilities and opportunities that our oceans provide. Today's dialogue could not be more relevant in an increasingly interconnected world. The oceans are not just neutral boundaries, they are powerful conduits of commerce, cooperation, and shared prosperity. For Liberia, the maritime sector is not only a source of national pride, it is a strategic asset that defines our global economic identity. Liberia is one of the largest open ship registries in the world. Liberia has long been a trusted and reliable partner in global maritime operations. But our vision for the sector goes far beyond vessels respiration. Our vision for this vessel goes far beyond registration. We see maritime as a gateway to transformative trade, industrial growth, and sustainable development. As the Minister of Commerce and Industrial Republic of Liberia, I view Liberia maritime domain as a critical enabler of trade, investment, and regional integration. Our country's strategic location along the Atlantic Ocean and within the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, makes us a neutral transit and logistic hub for the region and beyond. We are working diligently to modernize sports infrastructure, simplify trade processes, and encourage private sector participation to ensure that Liberia becomes a competitive trade corridor, facilitating goods movement not just within ECOWAS, but throughout Africa and the global market, including India. Our maritime vision is strongly aligned with the objective of the African Continental Free Trade AfTA, which seeks to create a simple market for goods and services across 54 countries. Effective and connected maritime logistics are essential to unlocking this vision. That is why we continue to invite in trade facilitation measures, custom modernization, and infrastructure development. Importantly, we are also focused on fostering inclusive economic participation under the leadership of His Excellency Joseph Yima Boyka, President of the Republic of Liberia, and within the framework of the National Arrest Agenda. We are creating pathways for micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs, to benefit from maritime link trade. These businesses, often led by women and the youth, must be at the heart of our efforts to build resilience, supply chain, and value-added productions. Ladies and gentlemen, Liberia maritime zones hold untapped potential for investment. We invite investors and development partners from all across the world to explore opportunities in Liberia. Port and logistics infrastructure development, ship repairs and maintenance services, fisheries and aquaculture, special economic zones, and coastal tourism and green maritime initiatives. But by uniting the ocean of all countries in investment and collaboration, we can turn maritime zones into engines of sustainable economic growth, not only for Liberia, but for India as a whole and for the entire ECOWAS region, Africa and the global economy, including India. But to achieve this, we must forge strong international partnership, guided by common standards, shared innovation, and mutual respect. We must harmonize policies, invest in capacity building, and embrace technology to ensure that our maritime systems are secure, efficient, and future-ready. Let me emphasize, maritime development must be strategic, sustainable, and inclusive. It must create opportunity not only for large corporations, but also for local communities, young innovators, and grassroots entrepreneurs. As we deliberate today, I call on all of us to deepen our cooperation and commitment to truly unifying maritime vision, one that transcends borders and builds bridges of prosperity of all countries. Let us make our ocean not a dividing line, but a shared space of opportunities, investment, and development. As we look forward today, standing at this unique occasion, we come as a country to say to India, the government of India and the people of India, that Liberia stands firm to collaborate, coordinate, and make sure that all of us have a space for investments and investors. Again, I'd like to say to you on this occasion, happy Maritime Weekend, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I will now invite His Excellency Dr. Arvind Bulel, Minister of Agro-Industry, Food Security, Blue Economy and Fisheries, Mauritius. Please welcome His Excellency Dr. Arvind Bulel.
Good afternoon. distinguished Minister for Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Sarbananda Sonowal, colleague ministers, all protocol observed, ladies and gentlemen, dear students. Let me convey to you greetings from the Prime Minister of Mauritius, Dr. Ram Ghulam, and from the people of the Republic of Mauritius. Mauritius and India are constant friends, and it was emphatically stated by our Prime Minister on his official visit to Mauritius. The plenary session on uniting oceans, one maritime vision, is an opportunity knock to convey strong signals to the international community. I congratulate the Government of India to organize the Maritime Week. Global maritime and climate change will not leave anyone insensitive or indifferent. As Prime Minister Modi has stated, and I quote, "Climate is no alternative. It is a moral duty." It is imperative that the key players in this space should regroup to review the pledges made at COP21 Paris 2015 on climate change. The 1.5 degrees Celsius threshold was the stretch target established in the Paris Agreement in Paris in 2015, a treaty in which 195 nations pledged to tackle climate change. Unfortunately, it has been breached. The issue of marine shipping versus land-based pollution still occupies so much bandwidth with so little resolve that we are unable to commit strong action in either area. The discussion being held over the next few days will convey the necessary strong signals of our commitment and urgency in the matter of reshaping blue economy. The blue economy landscape is constantly being reshaped for sustainability. Mauritius is amongst the 5 countries with the biggest EZ in the world. Today, the blue economy, blue diplomacy, and innovative financing with blue bonds and debt for ocean swaps are high on our agenda. Mauritius grasped the opportunity of this gathering to reiterate its commitment as a deeply invested party to the shared cause of the global blue economy. It will not be a surprise to anyone present that on the threshold of COP30, the day of reckoning cannot be postponed. We are all aware of the numerous collective failings that we are having to power through. And I would like to make a call to everyone of us present, to all power in the room, for us to move into a deeper problem-solving and accountability mode that reflects the importance of the issue at hand. There should be no more status quo. Time is not on our side. We have to mitigate and adapt to climate change. Adapt or perish. Save our soil and sea to leave a legacy of biodiversity system of blue economy to our children and grandchildren. Sustainability is the keyword and the keynote. No retreat, no surrender, and the promise of common but differential responsibilities and respective capabilities is a binding obligation of the Paris Agreement. It is a vision for equity, and it was highlighted during India's presidency. Our compass, indeed. Our mantra is to honor and implement. Resources from carbon credits, blue bonds to debt swaps are there to be mobilized. Uniting nations and oceans to have one maritime vision should be the rallying call of the International Maritime Organization. Let us ride with the tide for a vision which will bring us to safer.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I will now invite His Excellency Robert Timon, Minister of Infrastructure and Water Management, Netherlands.
Honorable Minister of Ports, Shipping, Waterways, Minister of State, Minister Sarbananda Sonowal, and Minister Shantanu Thakur. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, first I would like to thank you, Mr. Sonowal, for his powerful inauguration speech. Good to hear such ambition and growth, and also your ambition to go into the top 10 of ports worldwide. It is a true honor for me to speak here today representing the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Being a partner country to the Maritime Week, this year is a privilege and recognition of the deep connections that already exist between our countries. And this event illustrates the important role India plays in the global maritime industry. From the Global Maritime India Summit and the Sarbananda Great Oceans Dialogue to the SHIO Conference, each of these gatherings have their own story to tell. A story about innovation, inclusion, and inspiration. India is writing a remarkable new chapter in the story of global maritime development. You have doubled your port capacity, cut turnaround times in half, and built new ports that stand as a beacon of progress. From Vadhavan to the vast inland waterways, your Maritime Vision 2030 and Amrit Kaal 2047 demonstrate a clear path forward, smart, sustainable, and resilient maritime development. I applaud you for these achievements. As a fellow seafaring nation, the Netherlands deeply admires this ambition. For centuries, our people have lived with the sea, sometimes against it, but always because of it. And the sea has shaped our character, making us innovative, collaborative, and open to new ideas. It has taught us that the opportunities are for those who dare to set sail. Today, the Netherlands is still one of the world's leading maritime nations. Our port of Rotterdam is the gateway to Europe. It connects the world oceans to the European mainland. And we have one of the best experts in the world in port development, shipbuilding, dredging, logistics, and maritime innovation. And I'm happy to say that with many of these companies have joined me here this week and are also present in the hall today. They prove that when Dutch know, and there they are in front, very good, Dutch know how it works, together great things can be achieved. India and the Netherlands have more in common than just trade routes. We share values such as being open, reliable, and deeply respecting the ocean that sustains us both. Our partnership goes back many years. Since 2008, we have worked under a bilateral memorandum of understanding on maritime cooperation. Together we focus on what truly matters: green and smart port management and development, decarbonization of shipping, digital innovation in logistics, and maritime safety and cyber resilience. This partnership is about more than just technology. It's about trust. It will soon take on even a more strategic role under the India-Netherlands Strategic Partnership, which will connect our goals for the sea, water, and energy. Ladies and gentlemen, the world's oceans are vast, but the challenges we face on them are shared. Climate change, the move towards renewable energy, and digital innovation and technology are changing maritime trade very quickly. When it comes to sustainability, we're going to link India's expanding green hydrogen network with the European market. We will work together to make India a global leader in exporting green hydrogen and strengthening the Netherlands as Europe's main gateway for clean energy. On the digital side, we will build a trusted data infrastructure that allows goods, ships, and people to move as seamlessly as information itself. Together, we will create a new plan for global logistics. When two maritime nations share their knowledge, new ideas, and responsibility, the ocean unites us instead of dividing us. So let's raise our anchors and set sail together toward a sustainable, digital, and strong maritime future. Thank you very much.
Many thanks, Your Excellency. I now invite Her Excellency Marianne Sivertsen Annes, Minister of Fisheries and Ocean Policy, Norway.
Dear Minister Sonowal, dear Ministers, Excellencies, friends of a blue future, dear everyone. With the Indian Maritime Week now underway, I am happy to embark on this first important session. We are gathered here today to quicken the pace of our progress through strategic ocean dialogue. And for me, as Minister of Fisheries and Ocean Policy, from a nation so much identified by our interplay with the sea, this event holds a lot of significance. Because I believe Norway and our maritime industry may offer a glimpse into the blue future. My message is essentially this: we know what needs to be done, and we know it can be done. And we know how much it will matter to get it done. Indeed, turning our blue industries green and safeguarding the aquatic ecosystem is a condition for global sustainability. We also know this: transforming our ocean-based activities requires a holistic approach. It makes no sense to go about this piecemeal, countries, sectors, and industries on their own. To protect the ocean, which is indivisible, we must view our ocean activities as one entity as well. A great ocean dialogue must take into consideration this overarching picture. It must be unifying, which is especially important in these geopolitical and economic unrest. Representing one of the world's leading maritime nations, with an industry at the vanguard of technologies such as alternative fuels, autonomy, and maritime security, my message is very clear. No technology is better than the infrastructure supporting it. No nation, fleet, or company will make a difference on its own. No ocean-based industry will reach any kind of true sustainability if the progress does not spill over into other industries. That means that we must regard the entire value chain and make certain that progress at one end is mirrored at the other. From smart ships and shipbuilding to smart routes and ports. To do that, we need smart regulations and incentives, and not least smart people. I'm primarily talking about the seafarers and the men and women of the maritime industry. But it starts with us decision makers. We must be smart. And I believe the definition of being smart when it comes to ocean policy is to be unified. We need international consensus and commitment. We need strong partnerships. We need common and cross-border investments. We need to learn from each other, share data, solutions, and expertise. This Maritime Week in India is an important step on the way forward. And for Norway, India is an increasingly important partner. Not just because we are forging even stronger bonds in the maritime field, but because India is one of the countries that will truly define world developments in this century. Together, we can establish a true sense of a shared mission between countries and sectors and within the maritime industry. That is my encouragement ahead of this ocean dialogue. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. I will now invite His Excellency Anura Karunatilaka, Minister of Ports and Civil Aviation, Sri Lanka. His Excellency Anura Karunatilaka.
Namaskar, everyone. Good afternoon. Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great privilege and honor to be here with you today at the Indian Maritime Week, a celebration that brings together the leaders, professionals, and visionaries of the maritime sector. The oceans have always been more than vast water separated lands. They are the bridge that connect civilization, cultures, and economics. India, with its rich maritime heritage dating back thousands of years, continues to play a vital role in shaping the maritime destiny of our region. As we inaugurate this important week, we are reminded that the maritime sector is not merely an industry, it is a lifeline of trade, energy, and connectivity. Today, more than 90% of global trades moves by sea, and India stands as a major hub linking the east and west. So the development of ports, shipping, and logistic infrastructure is therefore central to our collective economic growth. The initiatives taken by the Government of India under the Sagarmala program and Maritime India Vision 2030 are truly commendable. Enriching the port capacity, enhancing the port capacity, promoting green shipping, modernizing the shipbuilding, and strengthening the coastal and island waterways. Through the development of deep water ports, modernized logistics, and advanced automation, India is creating one of the most efficient port ecosystem in the world. For Sri Lanka, this vision represents not only a model of maritime excellence, but also critical framework for regional collaboration. One that strengthens the trade, connectivity, and shared prosperity across the Indian Ocean. Enhancing the regional port capacities is essential for mitigating supply chain bottlenecks and ensuring the rapid movement of cargo. Joint efforts between Sri Lanka and India and our neighboring partners can create a resilient, interconnected network of ports that benefits of broader South Asian economy and support the seamless flow of trade across our region. As a close neighbor and a partner in the Indian Ocean region, Sri Lanka deeply values India's commitment in promoting regional cooperation, maritime security, and the blue economy. The challenges we face for climate change and maritime pollution, digitalization, and human resource development are shared challenges that demand shared solutions. Let us therefore use this week to deepen our dialogue, exchange expertise, and strengthen our partnerships. Let us reaffirm our collective commitment to safe, secure, and sustainable seas for prosperity today and for the generation to come. And above all, let us move forward together with one maritime vision, a vision of united ocean that connects rather than divides, that sustains rather than defeats, and empowers all nations across our shared waters. The spirit of unity and cooperation will ensure that the Indian Ocean becomes a zone of opportunity, innovation, and harmony for all. In conclusion, I extend my own congratulations together with Sri Lankan people to the organizers of the Indian Maritime Week for their vision and dedication in bringing together all maritime stakeholders. I wish all participants meaningful discussion, productive collaboration, and successful outcomes. May this event inspire greater cooperation, innovation, and progress across the maritime world as we journey together toward a truly united ocean and one maritime vision. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I will now request His Excellency Ang Kwao Tun, Deputy Minister of Transport and Communications, Myanmar. Let us put our hands together for His Excellency Ang Kwao Tun.
The Honorable Minister for Port Shipping and Waterways, His Excellency Sarbananda Sonowal, and Mr. Shantanu Thakur, Minister of State of Port Shipping and Waterways, India, His Excellency Anthony Smith, Minister of Agriculture, Land Fisheries and the Blue Economy, Antigua and Barbuda, Her Excellency Magalan Dakush, Minister of Commerce and Industry, Liberia, His Excellency Dr. Arvind Guler Ghosh, Minister of Agro-Industry, Food Security, Blue Economy and Fisheries, Mauritius, His Excellency Robert Thyman, Minister of Infrastructure and Water Management, Netherlands, Her Excellency Marianne Sidvasen Nax, Minister of Fisheries and Ocean Policy, Norway, His Excellency Anura Karunatilkar, Minister of Post and Civil Aviation, Sri Lanka, His Excellency Dr. Rumain Al Rumain, Vice Minister of Transport and Logistics Services, Saudi Arabia, Her Excellency Lee Hon, Policy Advisor to the Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries, South Korea, Minglaba, Namaskar, good afternoon, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is both an honor and a privilege to be here at India Maritime Weeks 2025, a gathering of the most visionary minds shaping the future of our oceans and our economics. Myanmar occupies a strategic position linking South and Southeast Asia with more than 2,300 kilometers of coastline along the Bay of Bengal and the Andaman Sea. Our ports, Yangon, Tilawar, Dawei, and Chao Phraya, connect Myanmar to regional and global markets. In particular, Yangon Transit Port plays a pivotal role as our principal logistic hub, emerging transshipment point for the region. This progress is supported by terminal modernization, digital port clearance systems, and enhanced hinterland connectivity. The government of Myanmar is driving modernization through expanding ports and logistic infrastructure, developing digital port community systems, promoting green shipping practices, providing training for maritime professionals and seafarers following IMO conventions. Our maritime governance is being aligned with UNCLOS, the IMO regulatory framework, and the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, especially SDG 14, Life Below Water, and SDG 9, Industry, Innovation, and Infrastructure. Myanmar and India are connected not just by geography, but by centuries of shared history, trade, and cultural exchange. Today, our relationship has developed into a strong maritime partnership based on friendship, mutual respect, and trust. The India-Myanmar Coastal Shipping Agreement has opened new trade routes, lowers logistics costs, and improved regional connectivities. Our work under the BIMSTEP Coastal Shipping Agreement is creating smooth maritime connections across the Bay of Bengal. This supports a joint blue economy for all coastal nations. These partnerships are established in alignment with Myanmar National Maritime Transport Policy. It encourages cooperation in port development, maritime safety, and sustainable growth. Ports like Yangon Transit Port and Tilawar are becoming key links between Myanmar, India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and other business partners. As we look ahead, Indian Maritime Weeks 2025 reminds us of our shared responsibility to strengthen cooperation, driving strategies, initiatives, and unlocking new opportunities across the maritime sectors. Let us work together to keep our oceans open, safe, and sustainable. This is a legacy for future generations. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I will now request His Excellency Dr. Rumain Al Rumain, Vice Minister of Transport and Logistics Services, Saudi Arabia. His Excellency Dr. Rumain Al Rumain.
try to make it short because we are towards the end, okay? Excellencies, distinguished ministers, ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon to you all. It's a great honor to represent the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia at this important ministerial plenary held as part of the Indian Maritime Week 2025. A remarkable global platform shaping the future of our oceans. Allow me first to extend our warmest greeting to the government and people of India and to express our sincere appreciation to our host for this inspiring and visionary gathering. The theme, Uniting Oceans, One Maritime Vision, is truly reflects the essence of our collective journey throughout history. The oceans have connected civilizations, carried our trade, and sustained our livelihood. Today they call for a new era of unity that transcends borders, technologies, and ambitions. Under Saudi Vision 2030, the Kingdom has placed the maritime sector at the heart of its national transformation. As we continue to implement strategic initiatives that enhance maritime safety, enable smart and sustainable ports, and strengthen cooperation with regional and global partners. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has achieved major progress in maritime sustainability through initiatives aligned with the Saudi Green Initiative and Vision 2030. The Kingdom is committed to protecting its terrestrial and marine areas by 2030, planting 100 million mangroves and advancing large-scale carbon capture and marine restoration projects. Central to its clean energy transition, Saudi Arabia is pioneering green hydrogen production with the NEOM Green Hydrogen Company, set to become the world's largest or first large-scale producer of green hydrogen by 2026, marking a global milestone in sustainable fuel and for shaping an industry, thus transporting the creation of the green maritime corridor in Saudi Arabia ports, that enforcing the Kingdom's role as a global leader in clean maritime innovation. Our vision is clear: to position the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as a leading global logistic hub, linking Asia, Africa, and Europe through integrated maritime and trade network that supports global supply chain and economic growth. Beyond infrastructure, we are investing in maritime human capital, developing advanced training and certification programs, and modernizing our regulatory framework to align with international best practices. We have also expanded collaboration with friendly nations and private sector partners to drive innovation in port management, logistics, and digital trade facilitation. Our partnership with India is a natural extension of this vision. Together, our nations are unlocking new connectivity routes, such as the India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor, is a living example of how regional cooperation can reshape the future of the global trade and maritime connectivity. Saudi Arabia also continues to play an influential role within international maritime forums, not only through representation, but by sharing its experience in governance, safety, and sustainable growth. We believe leadership today means building bridges between region and ensuring that progress at sea translates into prosperity on land. Excellencies, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia stands ready to collaborate with all partners gathered here to advance a shared maritime vision that safeguards our oceans, strengthens our global supply chains, and secure a brighter, more resilient future for generations to come. As we look towards the horizon, let us remember that the ocean does not divide us, it connects us. Let us make the seas not only highways of commerce, but also pathways of cooperation, innovations, and peace. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And now it will be Lee Yoon Ma'am, Policy Advisor to the Minister, Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries, South Korea. Ma'am Lee Yoon.
Your Excellency, Union Master of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Sarbananda Sonowal, and Minister of States, Shri Shantanu Thakur, distinguished ministers, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to sincerely congratulate you on the successful and grand hosting of India Maritime Week. On behalf of Minister Chon Jae-soo of Oceans and Fisheries of Republic of Korea, it is my great honor to deliver his message of congratulations and gratitude. Korea and India share over 2,000 years of cooperation. The Maritime Silk Road, which extends long before the Common Era, has connected the culture and histories of our two countries for centuries. These ties have enabled us to maintain a close and amicable relationship to these days. Since establishing diplomatic relations in 1973, we have broadened the scope of our cooperation and elevated our relationship to a strategic partnership in 2015. This year marks its 10th anniversary. This year, our partnership is particularly strong in shipping and shipbuilding. Under our shared vision of sustainable shipping, we are advancing collaboration in shipbuilding technical exchanges, port operations, capacity building, and more. With this spirit of cooperation, Korea is committed to working hard in hand with India to translate our effort into tangible outcomes. Distinguished guests, today, the international maritime industry is undergoing a crucial transition. Global warming and environmental change are opening a new global trade route, the Arctic shipping route. Decarbonization and digital innovation are shaping a new paradigm for sustainable maritime industry. This is a new vision that international shipping should navigate together. It is also challenging, requiring the global community to pool its wisdom and efforts. Korea will be at the forefront of realizing this vision. The strong solidarity with the international community. First, we will take the lead in opening the Arctic shipping route. The route is emerging as an alternative to existing passage between Asia and Europe. It can reduce sailing distance by about 30% and cut travel time by more than 10 days, enhancing efficiency and sustainable in global logistics. Lower fuel consumption also reduces greenhouse gas emissions, making the route a key enabler for sustainable shipping. To turn potential into progress, Korea will build a maritime capital region, mobilizing administrative, legal, and financial capabilities. We will leverage policy tools to advancing green technologies and state-of-the-art icebreakers. Second, Korea will foster a sustainable green and digital maritime industry. Building on Korea's strength in shipping and shipbuilding, we are advancing technology for zero-emission vessel and equipment, and establishing green shipping corridors. Together with IMO, Korea will continue to promote ITCP and ODA projects. We remain committed to supporting developing countries, including SIDS and LDCs, to design sustainable maritime policy and build capacity in decarbonization and digitalization. Korea is also dividing digital innovation in global shipping. We are making bold investments, designing schemes, and fostering export in cutting-edge technologies, such as MaaS, smart ports, and e-navigation. Third, Korea will serve as a focal point in international cooperation. In 2026, Korea will host the World Maritime Day parallel event with IMO. It will be a valuable opportunity to revisit pressing maritime issues and explore avenues for cooperation among 176 IMO member states. Korea is also seeking to host the 4th UN Ocean Conference in 2028, with a view to achieving the US SDGs and building genuine solidarity to drive progress in the maritime sector. Distinguished guests, K-culture appears to be gaining global popularity. Korea is well known for valuing jong, endearing affection forget over time, and respect as core value in relationships. The same goes for international cooperation. It began with trust and respect among people. Our gathering today is more than a forum for sharing maritime experiences and policies. I am confident that it will deepen people-to-people ties, ultimately strengthening nation-to-nation cooperation. I hope today offers every participant a meaningful and fruitful exchange that helps shape a better maritime future for all. Thank you.
Many thanks. I now invite Shri Sarbananda Sonowal ji, Honorable Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Government of India, for his ministerial remarks. Shri Sarbananda Sonowal ji. A thunderous round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Namaskar, good afternoon. Respected Minister, Government of India, Shantanu Thakurji, His Excellency Anthony Smith, Junior Minister of Agriculture, Land, Fisheries and the Blue Economy, Antigua and Barbuda, Her Excellency Magdalene Dagos, Minister of Commerce and Industry, Liberia, His Excellency Dr. Arvind Bolelgos, Minister of Agro-Industry, Food Security, Blue Economy and Fisheries, Mauritius, His Excellency Robert Teman, Minister of Infrastructure and Water Management, Netherlands, Her Excellency Marine Siverstein Nash, Minister of Fisheries and Ocean Policy, Norway, His Excellency Anura Karuna Tilaka, Minister of Ports and Civil Aviation, Sri Lanka, His Excellency Ong Kong Ton, Deputy Minister of Transport and Communication, Myanmar, His Excellency Dr. Romei Al Romei, Vice Minister of Transport and Logistics Services, Saudi Arabia, Madam Lee Hon, Policy Advisor to the Minister of Ocean and Fisheries, South Korea, respected Vijay Kumarji, and distinguished ministers, delegates, Captain of Industry, friends from Maritime Fraternity, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to each of one of you to India Maritime Week 2025. It is a great honor to have all of you here representing various countries from all across the globe, industry and academia, united by a shared vision for a secure, sustainable and prosperous maritime future. We are deeply privileged to host such an esteemed gathering in India, an ancient civilization shaped by the sea, and a vibrant nation now steering its course towards becoming a global maritime leader. Your presence reflects the shared belief, and the oceans are not dividers, but connectors of opportunity, threat, and trust. Friends, India today stands at a historic inflection point. Under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, India has earmarked on an era of transformation, the Amrit Kal, a journey towards becoming a Viksit Bharat, a developed India by 2047, the year we celebrate 100 years of our independence. India is now the world's fastest growing major economy. Our GDP having recently crossed USD 4 trillion, we are projected to grow at over 6% annually in the coming years. We are not only expanding in scale, but also transforming in spirit, driven by innovation, digitization, and sustainability. In this growth story, the maritime sector is the anchor of our economic and strategic ambition. With over 11,000 kilometers plus of coastline, 200 plus ports, and more than 20,000 kilometers of navigable waterways. India's maritime domain is a powerhouse of connectivity, trade, and employment. Over 90% of India's trade by volume and 68% by value, or about 1.15 trillion US dollar, what goods move through the sea, making it the backbone of our integration with the global economy. Over the past decades, we have undertaken bold reforms and strategic initiatives to unlock India's maritime potential. Through the Sagarmala program, we are driving port-led development by enhancing last-mile connectivity, logistic efficiency, and coastal community prosperity. Over 800 projects worth more than 66 billion US dollar are being implemented under this initiative. Our ports have doubled their capacity in the last 10 years, and we can now handle more than 2,700 MTPA of cargo. Under public-private partnership, we are bringing world-class efficiency and competitiveness to port operation. Through the National Logistics Portal, processes are being fully digitized, making India's port smarter, faster, and more transparent. Our Jalmarg Vikas project is transforming inland waterways into viable cargo corridors, cutting logistic cost and emission. And through Harit Sagar and Harit Nauka guidelines, we are ensuring that our maritime growth is not just faster, but also greener, fully aligned with India's commitment to achieve net zero by 2070. As we look ahead, our Maritime Amritkal Vision 2047 charts an ambitious and inclusive roadmap for the next 2 decades. By 2047, we aim to quadruple our port capacity to 10,000 MTPA. We aim to establish 13 deep draft mega port and 14 green hydrogen hubs. We aim to ensure that 90% of major port cargo is handled through PPPs. We aim to rank among the top 5 nations in shipbuilding. We aim to build a fully green inland vessel fleet. This vision is not merely about expansion, it is about transformation. It aims to create a maritime ecosystem that is efficient, sustainable, and future-ready, while empowering coastal communities and boosting employment across the blue economy sector. Excellencies, we recognize that maritime progress is inherently global. To achieve the objective as laid down in our Amritkal Maritime Vision 2047, released by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, we shall be putting in more than 900 billion US dollar worth of investment till 2047. The prosperity of one port often depends on the connectivity, efficiency, and resilience of others. That is why India welcomes international collaboration and investment in every dimension of our maritime ecosystem, from shipbuilding, ship repair, ship recycling, container manufacturing, green fuel, cruise tourism, inland waterways transportation network, and port modernization. We invite our partners to engage with India's Maritime Development Fund, Sagarmala Initiative, Mega Port Development Project, and contribute to Make in India and Build for the World through co-development and technology sharing. Ladies and gentlemen, India's maritime journey is a story of ambition, partnership, and purpose. We are building not just ports and ships, but a vision of a future where the seas unite us in shared prosperity and sustainability. As we embark on this new phase of cooperation, I invite all our esteemed partners here today, government, investors, innovators, to join India's maritime transformation. Together, let us chart a course for a future that is blue, green, and inclusive. I once again welcome you all to India Maritime Week 2025. May this Maritime Week, under the theme United Ocean, One Maritime Vision, strengthen our friendship and expand our collaboration and inspire a new wave of maritime excellence across the world. With these few words, I again extend my heartfelt thankfulness to all the honorable ministers from different parts of the maritime nation and also the delegate presence here today. Because of your participation, you have made us proud and also you have contributed a lot to the success of this particular India Maritime Week 2025. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you for your valuable insights and guidance, which will inspire all to surge ahead on the growth trajectory. With that, could I request all the esteemed dignitaries and distinguished guests on the dais to kindly step ahead for a group photograph? Memorable moments to be treasured in the form of pictures and to be cherished for times to come. Ladies and gentlemen, as we draw close to the end of this Ministerial Plenary of the IMW 2025, I thank Shri Sarbananda Sonowal ji, Honorable Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Government of India, Shri Shantanu Thakur ji, Honorable Minister of State for Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Government of India, Her Excellency Marianne Sivertsen Næss, Minister of Fisheries and Ocean Policy, Norway, His Excellency Dr. Arvind Bulel, Minister of Agro-Industry, Food Security, Blue Economy and Fisheries, Mauritius, His Excellency Robert Timon, Minister of Infrastructure and Water Management, Netherlands, Her Excellency Magdalene Dagose, Minister of